All right, what's going on, guys? We're back. Just Be Yourself podcast, man. And again, first and foremost, I want to say thank you to everybody that's just been, supporting the movement of just be yourself. I really appreciate you guys, man. I'm here today with the homies, man, and these are some people that I'm inspired by. Pretty much everybody, if you notice, everybody that I bring on the podcast, I'm always inspired by because I feel like that's how you evolve. You know what I mean? You have to have people around you that you're inspired and you're watching them grow and they're helping you grow. So I got Jordan Boone here with me. I got Gary Lewis, and I got Jordan Tolbert. Man, these are all my boys. They're all on a mission. So, I just want to get right into it. We're going to just go one by one. But Jordan Boone, I want to allow them to know who you are, what you're doing. So, just talk a little bit briefly.
Gotcha. My name is Jordan Boone. I'm the owner of Nation 10 brand. We're a custom uniform company. We make football uniforms for football, basketball, track teams, for youth organizations, high schools, colleges, professional teams all over the nation.
Yes, sir. And, man, and usually this is done at the end, but I just want to do it now. For those of you that are, because I have your attention right now, I want to know where could they follow you to kind of see and get a visualization of who you are.
You can follow me on Instagram at the Jordan Boone, Facebook Jordan Michael Boone. That's where you can follow me. And with the company, you can follow us at Nation 10 brand. Spell out the 10 TEN.
There we go. And then, over here, like I said, we have Gary Lewis, which is somebody I met through Jordan. But, man, this is my boy. Every time we fellowship, it's like I literally leave like I'm reborn again. I just learned so much from you, man. So allow them to know, what it is you're doing and where you're engaged. Right?
Got you. Yeah, my name's Gary Lewis. You can follow me on social, Gary Lewis Jr. I would just like to call myself just a student of the game and just like an entrepreneur that doesn't mind the consulting aspect, that doesn't mind building brands from the start to finish, and just helping people understand like what part and what aspect of the business they're missing out on or they can optimize. So it's pretty much how I got into this space,
Yes, sir. And then we got JT. JT, come on, man. Talk to him.
Yeah, I remember me, man. Jordan Tolbert, how's your mental health awareness, athlete, artist, voice? I'm going to leave it at that.
Oh, yeah.
That's beautiful.
There we go, man. So, the mission of this podcast today, first and foremost, I just wanted to I'm glad that you guys are here, truly, man. For real, bro. Shout out to you. I'm glad that we could finally make it. Both of you guys, literally, I'm glad we're here. And with me, it's like my motive. And you guys know from the efforts of my social media presence just to provide value, bro. Like, one thing I've become aware of is, like, we're all together in this, bro. Yeah. Like, we're all together in this. There's nobody that I compete with. There's nobody that I'm trying to, one up or anything like that. I'm learning, like he says, I'm the student of the game, literally. So I'm learning from all of you guys, man. So today the effort is just to provide value. We all here sitting at the table, we have companies, you know what I mean? And and specifically we have a product. So I want to kind of help anybody that's watching because I know that I get a lot of messages. I know you do. I know all of us do, right? So this is what this platform is for, to just help people. Right. And definitely I push a lot of emphasis on that because I wish I had somebody to give us those nuggets because a lot of people gatekeep, and that's not what we're going to do today. We're going to try to provide as much value as we possibly can. So I just want to get right into it, First and foremost, man, we went to high school together. Yeah. I mean, I literally watched your journey seriously, bro. So to see where you have scaled it is just like amazing, man. And like I'm truly inspired for real. So I want to touch on how you even got started and exactly when did you get started? Because that's what I don't know. That's what I don't even know. Like, when did Nation 10 really become a thing of, like, uniforms? Was it always the uniform route or, did you start off on, like, a clothing brand? You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. I started off with clothing. So when I was in college, this was 2015, that's when I was just mainly doing T-shirts and, hats and everything. And that's when I was at Texas Wesleyan. And I was doing so much work that I ended up doing work with the athletic department. So playing for the school and then, making socks and shirts and shooting shirts and everything for them, it was pretty cool. Not only the basketball team, but nearly every sport, I think, except for like one. So I was leaving class and doing that. So I started doing that, and then I made the transition when I started getting into more manufacturing and everything. I made that transition into the uniforms. And man, ever since then, I mean, the sky's been the limit.
Right. And with this, I wanted just an open format.
Oh,
I want
yeah.
us all to, like fellowship like we did.
Oh, yeah,
So,
I got you.
us. First of all, you guys not knowing each other. If there's anything you gotta ask,
Yeah,
let's just put it all on the
I
table.
want to see y'all converse, bro.
Oh,
Yeah,
nah, I
because
I'm really interested.
Because I'm gonna let him talk for himself, but man, Gary is definitely on some like epic like ventures and
Yeah,
doing some good things. So also I want to put that out there to just be able to help anybody that
I
potentially
got
will
you.
go that direction too. So for you, man, like how did you get started in that direction? Because again, when I met you,
Yeah.
we pulled up on you.
Yeah.
You were literally doing everything.
Right.
You were fulfilling orders at the time when we
Yeah.
were recording. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
and then the special part about it is like to me was that you're in hair products,
Right.
which was sick.
Right.
So
Right.
how did you even get in that realm?
Man, that's a long-winded answer, but I'll try to make it as seamless as possible. But I think long story short, I just dialed it back to me being raised with women and everything like that. I have 3 older sisters. I'm the only boy, so you can imagine what that household dynamic looked like. Especially sisters being the oldest. They was always right growing up. I was never right or whatever. So I think I just had a big respect for women. I put an emphasis on that at an early age. And I think that just kind of the business that I was in, with Neo Curly and the hair product industry and everything of that nature, I think that was just like a translated appreciation for women. Just trying to make sure that I have a product that really speaks for them, a staple product they can use. I was a firm believer of, in our community, you have, how can I say it? In our community, you have, I guess, a generational wealth gap, if that makes sense. You have situations to where we as people don't really use the products. We don't consume the products that we actually use. We don't own them, if that makes sense. Like we have different products. Everybody has something on there that they purchase, and it doesn't go back to them in their community. So I just wanted to provide a actual brand that was Black owned and actually speak for the audience that we have, just so we can, we can redistribute that same wealth back into the people. So I think that's a little bit how I got started in that space. I think private label was big on that. Private label is essentially helping people in the industry create their own actual brand products, so they can mass produce their own hair care products, skincare, whether it's men grooming or anything of that nature.
And what was that again? So they can hear it.
Private label when it comes to hair and grooming. So we did that. I helped a lot of people start their own brand, and then I was like, hey, like I could just, the same effort I'm doing helping everybody else, I could just start my own. So that's essentially how I got started in it. Partnered with a few influencers that people know in the space, and yeah, just hit it off, man. We did numbers our first 16 months. We did absolutely crazy, more money than I ever could imagine, and it was just kind of like, hey, if you have this effort leading towards this, we're all a sum total of our habits. We're all a sum total of every action that came before. I just tried to put as much emphasis on the actions that I was doing that went into the business and try to just be as successful as I can, man. Yeah.
That's fire, bro. JT, how did what the pursuit of catch you on the rebound, like monetizing it? How did you get in the space of
My brother said catch you on the rebound to me. I think I was leaving the house. He was coming to the house one day, and like the way that I've been able to stick with basketball was like being a rebounder. So it's just like the way I look at it is no matter what happened in my life, bro, I'm gonna always like rebound.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm taking shots.
Yeah.
Some of them I make, some of them I miss. Bro.
Right.
I'm always rebounding. I'm rebounding with that knowledge, rebounding with those relationships.
Yeah.
Like even just being here right now, bro, it's like even when I doubt myself, I'm super over analytical.
Yeah.
Like if I'm in here in a room around y'all, I'm
Yeah.
all right.
Right.
All right,
Yeah,
God,
yeah,
I can, all right.
Nah, that's dope. And even a side caveat to that, bro, like, rebound just is symbolic of just paying attention to mistakes. Every time somebody missed that shot, you right there. Even if it's yourself, you right there. So that resiliency, I like the brand. I like the methodology behind that, man. It's dope.
All right, so I want to talk to J Boone here. So, I've been in the space of just creating, product. And I mean, I've been doing it since 2015, right? And I've just been attempting, bro. Like product, one thing I know now is like, it's hard, bro. It's hard to scale a product for real. So And, you know, there's so many ways that I've tried to go about it. There's so many, you know, times that I'll sit in my room and I'm just like, all right, let me slow it down. Let me go to one product. Let me just focus on one thing. Let me see if I could just, you know, get the notoriety for just one product and then go from there, right? So I want to ask you, like, since you did start off with, you know, it was a brand, which it still is, but like, when did you take that pivot to say, you know what? I'm a niche. I'm gonna go into a niche market and I'm gonna do team sports and I'm just gonna evolve from there.
I think when it came to that challenge you're constantly asking yourself, how can I develop? How can I get better? How can I grow on this product? This one product, whatever it's hats, whatever it is. And so when I made the transition, when I finally got the connection with manufacturing, that's when I decided to go to team sports, something that I am familiar with playing, you know, sports all the way up into college. And you start understanding the disadvantages that a lot of teams have. You know, I come from a lower, you know, economic area that where we didn't have a lot of resources. We just didn't have the finances to be able to afford these types of uniforms and quality apparel, right? So once I made that connection, that's when I could brand and I could push at the masses and be able to target people that was close to me and then to grow on that. Because all it takes is one.
Right.
Once you have one, you can build on that.
There you go.
Right? And that's what I always try to, you know, push to people. Just once you have one, you can build on that.
Exactly.
And once we started dumping money, especially the deeper I got into business, dumping money into marketing.
Yeah, you got to talk about that, man.
Oh my God.
And I want you to elaborate on that too.
And I'm pretty sure you can, you know, piggyback on that. And once you start dumping money into marketing, come up with different creative ways and being able to, you know, I'm going to more shows now that a lot of people come talk because we're working with more schools now.
Right.
This is contracts. These are 2-3 year contracts. We're in Walmart now. This is things that
yes,
we
sir.
build on. And so once you start doing that and start getting more eyes on it.
A little closer.
Once you start doing that and building, getting more eyes on it, man, I mean, the sky's the limit.
That's dope, man. So, you know, I guess this may be a hard question to ask, but what's like all right, somebody that's starting next week, like, you know what, I got a plan, I got everything ready, like, and you talk about marketing, like, where exactly are they dumping the money for the marketing? What type of marketing, you know what I mean?
I think it varies. It's like, for me, are you asking in regards to like what social media platform, or are you?
It could be platform or how like, so they have a product, right? They have a product and they're just trying to get awareness of it. Like, they're trying to get awareness. So which route am I taking? Am I going Facebook marketing? Am I reaching out to influencers? Like, what's the best form that has worked for you so far? At least I'll say that.
Right. Okay. What has worked for me? It's mainly been Facebook, through Facebook marketing. It's been TikTok a lot.
Okay.
Something that's involved in TikTok. But Facebook marketing mainly because the people that make the decisions in my industry are parents of children, parents of young teens, a lot of coaches. Those are people that make the decisions. Those people are mainly for my business, on Facebook. That's where they integrate. That's where they interact at. So that's where I dump a lot of my money at. My business is not mainly based off of influencers.
There we go.
You know,
Yeah.
Or as a personal use.
Yep.
You know, so it was for me. It's that, but it's mainly what is your mission? Like,
there we go.
Exactly.
That's the thing.
And
what is your mission?
Right.
And go ahead, Gary.
I agree exactly with what he was saying, man. I think before we even think about the marketing aspect, I think you do a deep dive into the business. Is what is this business intended to do? Who is my customer base? And then you just reverse engineer the experience from there. So it's like, if I'm looking at my audience, I segment that audience into who these people are, and I structure each ad into who I'm trying to reach. You see what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like, let's say somebody buys this shirt, right? So like, let's say if somebody likes this shirt, they can like the design about it, they can like the quality, they can like 5 or 6 different things about the shirt, right? You structure the ad in a way makes it appealing and creative, but also highlights the strong benefits of that actual shirt itself or any product that you have. Then that leads you on the path of success. Like, once you have everything installed, like let's say you have your website, you have your Facebook pixel installed. So anybody that you're dumping money into that ad, you're actually collecting data. Like, most people don't understand how valuable data is. If I have your email, that's where Instagram lives, by the way. It's like, I have your email, I have your likes, your interests, I know what you comment on, I know what you share. Like, that is like one of the biggest commodities in this world, is having that information. So when you look at that and you segment your audience based off of what they actually like about your product, they have no choice to like it because you're putting the best attributes about that product in their face every single time. Not every ad is going to scale and convert, but you can get the data to be able to say, all right, cool. I probably didn't get a sale, but I got your email. So now my email marketing sequence is going. So like I have your intro email when you enter your email into the box, get 15% off. Then I have my abandoned cart sequence that goes. So like if you went to my website, added something to cart, left, like I have an email going back to you on every aspect that you take. So
That's right.
I think it's just starting with what is the product intended to do, and then go from there.
Right. I sit back a lot, man, and I think about, I used to say all the time early on, like, I want it to be for everybody. Right. How do you guys feel about that? You think building a product, do you need to find like a niche and then just let it scale from there, or can it just be for everybody? Yeah. I don't even know if that's the proper question, but what I'm saying is like, just be yourself, right? Mm-hmm. I'm to the point where, the message is literally for everybody, right? But I don't think it's being received like that. So right now for me, it's like, okay, now I need to find the niche for it. Right. And how do you feel about that? Is that kind of how you go about your product? Yeah. And I'm speaking to just the whole table, you know what I mean? Are you guys are you in the space of like niche, or are you just like everybody?
I think both can be beneficial. I think with my products and every product that I plan on introducing, I have to be niche based because I know going into it what market I'm trying to get. But with something that can reach the masses like Just Be Yourself, I think it'll be beneficial to dabble into both. Like you can be niche based and masses based, or you can pick 5 niches and that constitutes your whole market share. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, just be yourself. In what way do people know themselves? You know what I'm saying? Everybody that fundamentally knows themselves, it all has to dial back to the fundamental basis of who they are as a person, where they grow up, what type of person they are. So the self is infinite. So if you segmented that and then just like, all right, cool, I have Just Be Yourself. I'm marketing to this demographic of people that represent these distinct qualities about the self. You see what I'm saying? Right. So whether you can expand all the way to moms and children, you can expand all the way to, you know what I mean? Like you can reach, but it's all based on where you want to go with it, That's good. That's a nugget right there. There we go. But now it's a question for the whole table. We're, like I said, we all have product here, right? Mm-hmm. So what's been the hardest part, and how did you overcome that problem, or that hurdle, should I say?
I think in my business, the hardest thing, because we get compared a lot to the Nikes, the Adidas,
right,
the Under Armours of our industry, right? And one thing I like to say is other people that I can say that is seen as our competitors is we're seeing more of the fast food of our industry. What I mean by that is, okay, so when you go out to eat, you have your Ruth Chris, you have your McDonald's, right? When you go to McDonald's, you expect fast food, efficient, cheap, efficient. That's what you expect. Yeah. Compared to Ruth Chris, you'll take a little bit more time because you're sitting down, you're waiting, you want the quality food or whatever, right? So we're more of the fast food, right? So they want us to give you some of the best quality or quality almost as close at the cheapest price in the quickest turnaround. They want theirs in 2 weeks from us, but they'll wait 3 months from Nike, right? But they hold us to the same expectation. We want the same quality with the same everything. Right. So the challenges is because we run into that a lot, right? And of course you can beat them like, well, when it comes to, if you're price sensitive, when it comes to pricing, we beat them all the time, 10 times out of 10. I can even discount for you, we'll still beat it. Right. I can even upcharge you, we'll still beat them. Right. But everybody, like I said, the brand recognition, the brand is so strong, especially trying to tap into the school market, which is where we're going. Right. The brand, the Nikes and Adidas and the Under Armours is so strong that, well, it's Nike, well, it's Adidas. They always deflect to that answer, right? Now, of course, you got some schools that'll be able to, that'll say, look, we don't care. Is it quality? Right. How can you get it to us? Can you service us? Can you rebrand our school? Of course, we got it. Then you sign a deal and you keep it moving. Right. But for our industry, where we're going now, the direction that we're headed, that's the biggest challenge for us right now.
Okay. This is a table question, so just answer at your own, however you feel. JT, talk to
JBY and the niche.
No. This is the question to the table for all of us, because we have a product. So what's been the biggest challenge, and how did you overcome that?
I would say, like, if talking about niches, I'm realizing now that, like, I have to focus on athletes. I have to focus on people that are the same like me. You know what I'm saying? Like, being in the Big Three, seeing how I was just welcomed. It's almost as like I was playing in the Big Three.
No, for real, he was.
They welcomed me. People thought I was supposed to be there, and going in those rooms, just pretending like I'm supposed to be there.
Right.
It just opens up so many doors, and I have to, like, realize that about myself, because I want to be for everyone. Like, mental health is actually for everyone, but I can specifically relate most to athletes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, like, as much as I want to be for, like, sexuality and different things, like, I have to focus on athletes first.
Right.
Understood. So you say finding the niche.
I'm saying finding a niche as I'm listening to these guys.
Yeah.
Saying
That's
finding a
good.
niche.
Value for everybody listening. That's that's what we're getting from that. You got to find your niche.
Yeah. I think with me is I think it's more just how much of an effective leader am I being for the team? You know what I mean? Like, I think we all interpret things very differently. Just like we have a niche audience, we have a niche hierarchy system in our business organization with how people interpret certain things. So I think something that's big for me is just articulating a campaign or delegating and saying, like, hey, I'm gonna let my creative director structure this campaign, but just give her the nuggets on what we're going for. Because like you were saying, it's like it all dials down to, what is your objective? Is it brand awareness? Because if it's brand awareness, then I know that I'm just going strictly audience based. If I'm partnering with the influencer type thing, it's like, all right, cool. I don't care about the sales. I don't care about most of the stuff. I just want to get my brand out there. That's the objective, right? So let's say you go heavy on that just for a month on the brand objective aspect. Then let's say your second objective is website traffic. You're not trying to get a sale. The next month, you're just going for website traffic. So every campaign that I implement, whoever I partner with, let's say I partner with 20 people, give them a product and say, hey, look, this is the objective. This is what I need you to do. This is the benefits, the uses, the strength of this product. Highlight this. I know you'll be good at it because you embody everything that I want my product to stand for. And then the last month could be, I don't know, website conversion. Then you can focus on conversion. So your steps can be, hey, I just want to get awareness out, not focusing on sales. The second step could be, I'm just trying to get website traffic to be able to have those people input their email, where I can retarget them with social media ads or email marketing, or I can have my SMS marketing if they enter their phone number and everything of that nature. And then the last one can just be, your objective to be conversion. So that's when you highlight literally tutorials or representation. Let's say it's the shirt. How many styles of outfits can you do in 3? So you show them 3 different styles of outfits, get the one influencer that does that. Not even an influencer, a regular everyday person. It could be both, because it's not about what the influencer posts on their page. That's not going to get you any sales. I mean, it may get you 1 or 2, but I think people have a misconception of, I get this product and this person, they post it, I get sales.
Yep.
Mm.
It
doesn't work like that. The laws of the universe doesn't even work like that. You know what I mean? Like, in any introduction, nobody expect to close on the first thing. Like, some things need steps, especially if they're first now hearing about your business. You know what I mean? So I think those things, instilling those principles into a team would be rather difficult if, let's say, if they're not privy to listening to something like that at first. You know what I mean? So building the executives is what I plan to do with every business that I plan to start,
Okay, for sure. Now, I'm hearing teams a lot, and, I heard you say it before we started recording, and that's something, again, just now for me, like, it's just huge on me, bro. It's like, it's a weight on me, like, damn, dude, I gotta build a team, bro.
Yeah.
I have to, like, get more people involved and kind of step back and see it from a bird's eye. So, talk to us and tell us, Boone, like, how important the team is and how you even got to the point of, like, because, the thing with a team and why it's so hard, I feel like, and I'm speaking from my own, is just, it's hard to trust people with something that, you truly have the vision for and it's clear to you, but obviously won't be so clear to others until, they get in the system and they roll. So how did you even start with building your team?
I finally had to understand that it's similar to, like, when you have a child. And then, they say it takes a village to raise a child, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I have to take that into my business. Now we have 12 people now.
Okay.
And then so with me,
Clap it up for Boom.
Yeah,
Clap it
yeah,
up.
That's a flex. Hiring, empowering the economy, hiring employees. That's a flex,
Nah,
bro.
real
That's
shit.
dope.
Appreciate it.
That's dope.
And that's one reason why I'm inspired by you, bro, because I'm watching your movements. We've also had, dialogue outside of camera and all that, like some real dialogue. So I know that's something that's big for you. So I want to have
appreciate
you
it, man.
talk about it a little
it's
bit.
different. Just like G said, man, it's different because this is how I move. This is how I communicate. This is how I've done it. This is how I got here.
Right.
But when it comes to scaling, it's not a one-man show.
Yeah.
That's right.
Ooh.
You see what I'm saying? He's better than me at this, and that's okay.
Right.
That's right.
That's okay. That's why we're here. We're trying to focus on the same goal,
I love that.
right?
Love that.
And so it was hard for me, especially when I was younger. I'm getting old now. And I'm 27 now, man. I'm on up there. So when you couldn't tell me this 3-4 years ago.
No,
I'll take care. I get to it. To-do list is long. Or even if you knock out the entire to-do list, it's just, is it quality?
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or you just knocking things out, or are you actually what are you doing?
Exactly, man.
You're the marketing director, the accountant, the logistics manager, you this, you that, you everything.
Yeah.
And it's tough. It's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough.
It's almost impossible to scale like that.
It's almost
Like,
impossible.
and that's the thing, like, you remember I was saying, like, nothing in the universe revolves around that premise of I'm going to do everything. Like, you have to delegate authority. You know what I'm saying? That's how everything grows. Like, that's how delegation of authority, the same way like you trust yourself to go to sleep and you trust your central nervous system to circulate your blood, do all these other things. Like, that's the same principle you need to apply in every aspect of your life. It's like, hey, look, I did the due diligence on the plan, and then I'm finding people that can execute the plan. As long as I'm clear with my direction, and I can look and observe, and I can just check off what has been done. Because if you got a list of 10 things that's going to yield this result at the conclusion of those 10 things, then all you got to do is make sure those 10 things are done at an optimal level. You're going to get the result. It's just like 1 + 1 = 2. It's just a more complex formula. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely, bro. JT, let's talk on it. Where are you at right now with, just what you got going on? You know what I mean? How you feeling? How's your mental for real?
I say, man, like, it's weird, bro, because I am my product. Yo.
Yeah.
It's
That's
very
facts.
weird for me.
That's
yo.
facts.
So,
That's
like,
facts.
but hearing y'all talking about like hiring people and having a team, it's very hard for me because I'm so over analytical. But I have to remember, just like basketball,
Yeah.
like this, there's a reason there's a point guard.
Exactly.
And he thinks different than the big. The big knows his role.
Yeah.
Just like, and I don't know how many people I've said this to. Allowing people to have their strengths,
Right.
Oh, yeah.
me have mine, and let them, as Boone said, let them be good at what they're good at.
Exactly.
And me be good at what I'm good at. Because I'm good at the personal things. Just going and being somewhere and people being like, yo, that dude's tall.
Right.
Yeah.
And this dude personable, and he's talking to everybody. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Just,
Yeah.
Nah, JT gonna be the star, man.
No, 100%. 100%.
Definitely.
He is right now.
Yeah, he
but,
are.
It's
Exactly.
just like, as time goes on, it just gets brighter. The star
Exactly.
gets brighter, But also, I want to pivot real quick, bro. We're doing too much of that value. Right, I mean, I see the time right here. It's right in my face, But I think, first and foremost, I feel like, and I truly believe in that, people connect with you more when they feel like, like, damn, I can relate to him, you know what I mean? Like, same upbringing, same situation, same story. So, like, let's get into that a little bit. Like, let's talk about the foundation, bro. Where do you come from? Who's your parent? Like, how'd your parents raise you? You know what I mean? I locked in with you, and not even like tight, but like I knew about you. We locked in. It was a dialogue at the time in high school, but like, how was your mental? How did your parents bring you up? You know what I mean? Was this route always the thing that you thought was going to be for you, or